Okay, just testing everything out. Looks like we're good. We got a good connection. Everything's awesome. So before we get started, I like to start just a little bit earlier, let everyone get their notifications so they can come on down. Are you guys sure that you want the big screen to be the pen screen? Because my arm's going to be over. It's going to be in every shot. I did it the other way because if you have the clearer screen, so the screenshot at the top, you can still see what I'm doing, but you're not distracted by the pen. So think about it. I can switch it if we want. So hi Karina, hi Misha, hi Carol, who's not gonna have any teeth left apparently. No, it's not funny, but slightly jealous. Misha, I'm in the same boat too, been putting it off. Yeah. This is the way I like to see it, Karina says. Okay, well, you guys can decide. I don't actually care. It's the same to me. It's just how you guys see it. So, if you guys have any problems, then let me know and I can switch it over. So, yeah, whatever you guys prefer is perfectly fine. So, let's see the time. Just cleaning my glasses so I can actually see. Coughing. There we go. So, we're chilly here in Canada, Ontario, Canada. It's starting to get a little chilly, which I'm fine with. It's Sarah. No, you're not really that late. I started a little bit early, Sarah. Hi, Beth. Everyone's here. Ronog. Hello, gang. Hi, Sue. Hello, Ronog. We're glad you're here. We're going to be making patches. And I'm in Embird today, and I'm going to be using Embird's Merrowly thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot my hands show. I have to get used to that. So, yeah, for sure. Hi, Robin. Hi, Pixie. I wore shorts yesterday. Nope. I need tips as my patches end up a bit floppy. Well, nobody wants floppy patches now, do they? No, they don't. No. So, yeah, I'm going to lay out a couple of rules. We're going to do the one that I just quickly put together. We're going to deconstruct it. I'm going to show you some other things. And then we will digitize one. So I got my pen. I've got to turn on my thing. It's just off screen. This thing, my EEC controller, I call it. And it's plugged in, so I can't bring it over too much. I guess I forgot to turn it off last time, or it doesn't automatically turn off. I don't know, but it wanted juice. So there we go. Working and listening. Hi, everyone. Hi, Cindy King. You'll be able to pick up on these patch tips and tricks. So I'm just going to work away, and you guys will be able to see everything that I do, kind of. See, that's what I'm worried about, is that you can't see that part, but it's okay. So this is the patch that I made just quickly. And it's, before you say anything, it's not a perfect circle, and it's not meant to be. It is going to be perfect once you stitch it. So think about fabric. What kind of fabric are you going to be using? Twill is the most common, and it's lovely. It looks nice. Embrilliance, Pixie. I'm in Embrilliance because I'm using their Merrowly edge, which is absolutely awesome. I have a very bad relationship with my Merrow machine, so this is, nice. Sharon, hello. It's dark, rainy, and windy. Ugh, keep it. I don't want it. So you have to think fabric. Now, you can use any fabric, but it's a good idea, if it's not thick like twill, or even if it is, that you back it with something. So the fuse and stick would be good. There's different kinds like that. An interfacing, but not too thin. Something to give it a little support. That would be nice. You could even, let's see, use some heat and bond and put, say, stabilizer behind it. So it's like straight and flat. That's how you avoid the floppiness. Okay, so the first thing is over here, the edge has to be stitched out first. And that is a hard and fast rule. You know, I don't particularly like rules, but this will save you. It's makes a big difference because we're going to get push, pull, and we want to make sure that no matter what, this edge is perfectly on. So they can be done like an applique. Now let me move the actual, well, not that one, the actual thing. Okay, because I want to show you some settings. I'll move it back in a minute. So when you click on the edge, you have options. See right here, it says edge and hand cut out in hoop. So it's referencing like applique. If you want to cut it out in the hoop, you're going to get the placement. And Merrowly does all this for you. You don't have to set it up any other way. It does it for you. So our options are using pre-cut, cut out when complete, create using fill, add a light fill, and add a light fill advanced. So chances are hand cut and hoop is what most of us are going to do. Pre-cut is fine, but you just got to place it perfectly. So then you are going to put your placement, it's going to stitch, put your fabric down, it's going to stitch it down, trim it very carefully, and then you can do the stitches. And that sets your patch, so it doesn't matter what you do. Otherwise, it is just going to be there and it's cool. I'm going to remove that for now because it's going to get in my way. Have you used the Dime Patch Maker kit with a stabilizer bundle? Well, I love anything Dime, and their Patch Maker program is absolutely excellent. It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of extras in it, and it's really great. So either or, whatever you have, work with what you have, right? Carol says, never done a patch. Well, now you know. Thicker fabric, but not too thick. And back it with something so you get that stiffness, so you don't have floppy patches like Sarah. And do the fabric and the edge first. If you don't, you will probably be out of registration by the time that you're done. So then you can just add your designs. Now, you guys know I like to digitize without using other people's graphics. So I'll show you how I did this. And I thought this would look really nice. It's just a spiral stitch and it's pretty easy to do, but I used the variegated thread right there. Isn't that cool? So it looks really good, and this would be really nice stitched out. I did a little fancy stuff, and it's easy to do. You can merge designs in, you can create your own, you can play with different shapes. This is just one that I whipped up because I thought it was cool. So this one I was playing around. Now this design right here is from the Christmas add-on that they have, and it's just their design. So I just merged it in. I put some lettering. I think I would need to put something right here. It seems kind of empty. Maybe a swirl or something like that. You can't have too many empty spots on a patch. It needs to look balanced. But that took all of 5 minutes, mainly because I wasn't digitizing that. And then I did another one with a totally different idea of it. It's not Christmas or anything like that. It is just pretty. Now, these are from the Renaissance Renaissance collection, which is also an add-on. And I just merged each of them in and then decided what shape would look really good around it. And then, of course, I moved it up. It's a shield shape. I thought it looked more like a pocket, but it's apparently a shield shape. Don't forget to move it up to the front. You can start with the shape and fill stuff, but I was just playing around, so I don't necessarily do things in order. So there we go. Oh, we're back at the beginning. So let's go file, and then we're going to do a new page, and we are going to snoop around and do some cool stuff. So this is, I just hit this wheel here with an arrow. This is where we keep all of the shapes and different things like that. I'll show you. Merrowly has its own section, and it has these pre-done patch outlines. This one is cool. They're sports, and you can of course add the names in. This one is a very popular shape. These are more military ones. That is a big one. That is, though, for sure. And let's see what else they have. And you get all these with it. And these are all done in Merrowly. And because they are not the stitch files, they are the working files, you can make them as big or as small as you want. See, something like this you could not do on a Merrow machine because it doesn't work that way. So it's cool, but look at all these shapes that you get. And there's a lot of lettering that comes with it. Shoulders, yeah, these are kind of geared to military people. But nice shapes. You can use them for anything. It doesn't have to be that. Look at the sports ones already done. Yeah, awesome. So another thing that I like, I'm just going to show you really quickly, is because it's an add-on and it is for AccuQuilt. And I love this. These are all the parts with AccuQuilt. Now, they don't have everything, but you know, if you happen to have the heart die, it's all done for you. Now, you can't change the size because they're meant to go with the actual AccuQuilt. So, look at that. Ooh, cute puppy. So you can't change the size. And I really like that because you're not going to make any mistakes. You can change the outside. You can change... I love the little old schoolhouses. Just saw it in there. I have some of these, not all of them. Beautiful. So you can have a ton of fun with this, but let's go to, I got all of the AccuQuilt ones because I think it's kind of fun. So Embrilliance, how about Embrilliance outlines? So these are basically shapes. So you can make a patch because you don't have to take it to a machine. You can make a patch out of anything, out of any shape. It doesn't matter. You can do it. Remember to do the backing and make it a little stiff. How about a jigsaw puzzle shape? I like this too. Just seeing if I can do anything different, but huge selection. Now this stuff comes with Embrilliance. It's probably on the Stitch Artist levels, but I don't know. Oh, that is almost a clamshell. That's gorgeous. They're hard to do. So lots of shapes, lots of stars. A Christmas star. I like that. You could pull in the shape of a tree if you didn't want to make one, but I'll show you how to make one quickly. So let's see, why don't we do a round one again, or an octagon? Let's see. Oh, Jill, hi Jill, thanks for joining us. Let's do circle again. So you just click on it, hit OK, and then we're going to pull it out to the size that we want. which is fine. Let's see. And I'll put it just maybe kind of in the middle there. Then we need to go to our Stitch Artist creating area. What is that actually called? I don't know. It's not going to show up. Create. So let's go to create. And right here, can you guys see that? Let me lean over. Right here is our Merrowly. So I'm done. I'm done. That's all you have to do. And then, of course, you got to go here to the edge and cut one complete. I think I'm going to stick with hand cut in the hoop. Now, you can't see everything on this one. Jill, thank you very much. You can't see everything on this one, but you could run the stitch simulator here, and you can see right here. Right here is your placement, and it goes all the way through. There are a lot of stitches in this, so you just kind of be prepared for that. If you have to make 100 patches, don't use this. It takes way too long. But let's just slide this so we can see. So here's the placement, and then it starts with the Merrowly. I think that one is. Yep, look, there you go. And then it's just gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. So beautiful stuff, though. Beautiful stuff. There we go. So that's the start. Like I said before, you do not have to start with the Merrowly edge, but when you're done, it does have to be the first thing done. And if you don't ruin any patches because you did put it first, you'll be happy. For sure, you'll be happy. So let's go back into Create. And I'm just going to show you basically how I did the other one, because it was quite fun. Like I said, we can bring in a tree, and I'm just going to do that right here. But I think it's easy enough to draw one. I don't think it would be too hard, but that one is cute, isn't it? So you could do that easily, very easily. I could fill it in. So go to fill and maybe change that color right there to something green, something not too ugly green. Don't know where the greens are. Ooh, why don't we try a variegated, green and red variegated? So you'd have a striped tree. Now, of course, this isn't exactly how the variegated thread is gonna show up because it's all different, but I find it absolutely entertaining to play with. So there, that's a Christmas tree. You can always do something like that if you wanted to. How about a dark green? Okay, that's fine. Now, okay, and that's good. So I mean, that's fine to do it that way. That's easy enough. I've made it so it fits in. You might want to change the angles on it if you want. I like a 45-degree angle-ish. I also went in the settings and I made all of these, like the start and stop point, and these are the angle lines. I made them with the biggest dots and symbols, so it's really easy for everyone to see. Half the time when I'm digitizing, say in E4, I can't find the start and stop or the trims or the cuts, and it drives me nuts. So I was really happy to change it this way. But for now, let's get just a triangle. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. So we're just going to put our triangle there. Maybe make it a little smaller to start because it is the top. And we're going to fill it. So I'm just going to press the fill button. I'll leave it red so we don't get confused. So what we want to do for this is that we want to, I've had a hard time with, yeah, there we go. I don't know why my pen won't do it. Copy and paste. And there should be another one under there. Yeah, there we go. make it a little bit bigger because that's how Christmas trees work. Line it up however you want. And then we can do a paste again. And a little bit bigger. See, it's pretty easy to make a tree. And you don't have to leave it, you know, so triangle-y too. We can change it. I'm going to move it up a little bit. We can change it to look a little more like this one. So let's paste again and slide it down, and there we go. So far that's easy, I think. So should we leave it like that? Is that enough? We can move it so it's centered better after. So I like it. So I'm gonna select, see if I can remember which is my shift key. I got it. And what we want to do is merge them together. So I got to make sure I get the right one. It took me like 5 times before, but that's normal. That's normal. So this one, Union. Yes, Union does it. I did it right. Howdy Sue, stitching and watching. All right, everyone's with me so far on everything, I hope. So we got an outline out of it. So let's select all of these, and we can go ahead and delete them. I'm sure there's a faster way of doing that, but here's our tree. So all we have to do is fill it again. And shall we go and change the color again just quickly? I don't know if I could do a green or a red Christmas tree. Ooh, how about like that? That's much better. Or lighter? Lighter. There we go. Now, to avoid this little line here, we want to move our start and stop points. And I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. There's our stop. And there's our start. And to make it look a little less, you know, squared out, then we can move some of these. And what I did on my other one is I just selected it and then I kind of pulled it down. See how these ones are kind of wonky like that? That's all I did. I kind of made a mess of it. So you click on it and then you pull it however you want. So you can make it bigger, smaller, but Christmas trees are, from what I know, not symmetrical. So that's what we want to avoid. So just by using triangles, that's how we did it. So isn't that cool? So I want to do something here because this is a little too much. So let me right click. No, paste over, paste under. But see, just changing a little bit. See how good that looks? Now you can decorate your tree. You can do anything. This is just for an example of how you can do it. What are you stitching? This is a patch that we're making. And I'm just playing around with it and showing you guys what you need to do to make a patch. So you can do a patch with all lettering. You can add lettering to this one, believe it or not. So the next thing I want is a star, and they're already done. Look at all the stars you can get. I like it. See, that one's nice too. Be mindful of the size that you are working with. You don't want to do stuff that's too tiny. And we're going to put the star up there. So maybe we want a nice bright star. Let's fill it with, we want yellow. So it's right there. See how quick and easy that is, guys? And hit the... So now we have our Christmas tree. Now you can add lettering, Merry, and then Christmas around. You can add under here presents, because presents are just squares. So you could, if you do your patch large enough, you could do applique squares and make it look like presents, and then that would be enough. So I'm just selecting square, click OK, And let's make it smaller. And now we can fix the overlaps after. I don't necessarily do them right away. Yes, you can stay red. But see how cute that's gonna look? So I'm gonna zoom in. I didn't really mean to do that, but my extra hand thing is sensitive. So you can pile them on. You can do a running stitch in a different color to make a ribbon, and then you know, make some more, and right there is your Christmas patch. So let's finish it then. So whoops, I did it. Copy and paste. And you can use any of the shortcuts up there. I just like using my extra thingy. So, and then I touched the zoom. Here's zoom also, which is cool. We can zoom in on it. A lot of shortcuts that you can use. Isn't that cute for the present? I like it. I do like it. So let's digitize with points, and we're going to do a run. So we're going to do here and here, and then back up and then over. See how easy that is to do with the pen? So then it's right click. Can I right click? Did I? Yeah, but it's red. Okay. It was hard to see. We can do something high contrast. There we go. Whoops, sorry. There we go. So a present. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated, right? It doesn't. So maybe this one we can do a different, let's see, let's move it a little closer. And I mean, you can do a bow. It's just like 2 kind of teardrops and then ribbon hanging down. That's easy to do. But isn't it fun? Just being creative, and you're not using anybody's designs, which is the part that I like the best. This is 100% original to me, and I like it. And I will put this up on the website, the OML Embroidery website, for you guys to stitch out once I get it done. So probably tomorrow. What color ribbon should we do? We can do something like turquoise. Of course, when you stitch it, you can... I need a drawing glove. Nah, drives me nuts. Just simply drives me nuts, for sure. So let's do one more of these presents. So we're going to right click. Let's see. Right click. There we go. And we're going to do a paste. Now, they don't have to be all the same size, although it looks really cute this way. What could we do? We could maybe make it... I don't know what they're getting in this present, but it's awesome, I think. I think it's awesome. It could be anything. But any shape will do. They don't even have to be real kind of shapes. Why not? So let's see here, and I got to click on running, and let's do the ribbon differently. I don't really like wrapping presents, but you know, some people do. And then right click to end, and we're going to change the color because it's not going to show up if it's red. I'll pick yellow again because I want it to show up. So that's another present. You could also change it to like a triple stitch. That's what I'm trying to get out. But you can do like a tall package, like with it kind of curved edges to be alcohol sort of thing. Now, one thing I really like doing is when you decorate your tree, you can use different colored circles at the edges here, or you can use candle wicking. That is one of the things I really enjoy about candle wicking, because it looks like lights. That's awesome. Gail Tips, you made it. Great info. All right. Do you use Embird anymore, or do you mostly do Embrilliance? I mostly use Wilcom E4 0.5 because I have it. I'm not necessarily saying I like it. I'm not liking it right now. And then Pep is the next one. Pep and Embrilliance are kind of caught together sort of thing. I like Macs, and I love that Embrilliance runs natively on a Mac, so I can digitize wherever I am. So I like them. Embird I haven't used too much. They haven't changed a whole lot, but I think there's big changes coming up. There's a big learning curve for Embird, so, and I haven't used it for a little while, so yeah. So let's do some lights, and we're just gonna bring in the circle, and we don't want it that big, but we can do it. Or baubles, you know, decorations, whatever. Too small for applique, but you can see, look, doesn't that look good? So just even a few of those, or let's see, you can put it here on the edge and then do the, you know, let's do it here in just a running stitch. So here, and you want to right click for, whoops, no, no. Did I hit the wrong button? I'm having a hard time with my right clicking today. So even straight. Let's just do it straight. So to here, but see how the zigzag pattern just works? And then we don't need to go under there, so we can do it like that. Now right click, hopefully. I don't know why I'm having such a hard, there we go. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. So if you didn't want to do candle wicking, you could maybe pick, maybe even just a triple stitch. It's probably down here. Type single, double, bean, chain, back stitch. Ooh, what's sashiko? There you go. See, now that looks good. A drawing glove, just you wear it and it just covers like your finger and your hand, so you don't put any smudges on it. But I don't like them, so I don't wear them. And I never get touchscreen because that is absolutely too annoying for me. I do have the drawing gloves, I just really don't use them. So, and Don, I think they wouldn't fit on his. So, yeah. So I'm gonna fix this up and play around, but do we remember the rules? Do we remember the rules for it? It has to be first. You have to stitch it out first. Now look, I've been doing stuff, and before I finish it and sort it out, we must make sure that this stitch is out first. So you're going to put your fabric down, and you're going to stitch it down, trim it, because that's what I chose, then do the Merrowly edge, and then you're ready to go for any designs. So you don't have to do anything with this background. Your fabric would shine through, which is, you know, awesome. And you can add more details if you want, just keeping in mind sizes. So the tree is 2 by 3, so that's pretty small. I would stick to, you know, nice stitches like this. They're going to show up the best. And remember, put everything in the right order. When I digitize, I just kind of add stuff, and then it's easy to sort everything out. But those are my best tips and tricks for patches. It has to stitch first. You have to put your fabric and cover it up first. Make your fabric a little bit thicker, And then you can add anything you want to your patch. You can make it all lettering. You can, add different things. You could bring different things in. You can merge files like I did. Anything goes. You can use the Merrowly stuff. So, are there any questions on how to create a patch? This is how to do it in this software. I am going to be, let's see, next week maybe, do it in the Perfect Embroidery Pro software because they have the very cool patch part on it. And there's a lot of shapes and a lot of different things to do. It's quite fun. I do enjoy Embrilliance though. So it's, is there any way to make a border like that in Wilcom that looks like a real border patch? It's pretty darn close because I actually have the machine that does it. And I mean, I guess you could make it. It was too involved for me and I gave up. But, you could get Embrilliance and just use it, Embrilliance and Merrowly, and just bring your stitch file in. Actually, Embrilliance will open EMB files. So, by the way, you can bring in your EMB file and just add the Merrowly edge. I mean, why not? When do you put on the adhesive backing? I would do that after your patch is done and it's off the machine. Making a sew-on one, do you back it with fabric? Nope. Just leave it as the stabilizer. Now, I would use, for me, cutaway stabilizer. Remember that this stitch is very intense. So unless you have really, really good wash away, wash away will give you the best results because it'll be gone and you've supported the fabric already with a little bit of interfacing or whatever, fusible. But if you're sewing it on, no one's going to see the back. The back can be as ugly as you want. Even with the iron-on, you can do it that way. I do it afterwards only because I want the edge to be iron-on as well, so it doesn't flip up. So it takes a lot of cutting skills that you didn't think you had. I know on some of the mug rugs you made a nice border that has like a zigzag over the top of the set. It looks like the border. No, this is completely different than that. That is a satin stitch. Cecilia Dime has patch stabilizer. There you go. There you go. We do them differently, so I haven't really looked into that. No, that's just decorative. This is completely different and it's very stitch intense. It's got the bulk that it needs to be, and they've done a very good job of it. So there's a link in the description to head on over to Embrilliance. Use that link if you can. It's very helpful. And then you can, Cindy King, send me a PM. I'll talk to you. I've been making patches as a business for 20 years, so I have the insight. Sadly, it's just about over, and that is why Don had to go to work, and he's gone every single night. But, yeah, we're the patch pros, and we have been for 20 years. Don, 10 years. So, yeah, if you have any further questions, let me know. We're going to be talking about patches quite a bit. I'm going to finish this a little bit more, and then I'm going to put it up for free so you can see the stitch. Cindy King, I want you to grab it when I put it up like tomorrow and watch this stitch out, and you'll see it's not satin stitch. Could I use the 3D satin stitch around the edge? You could. Anyone can use satin stitch. A lot of people do, but it's not going to look like Merrowed edge. You said Merrowly also had stamps to cut the patches out. No, I was talking about AccuQuilt. So they're dies for AccuQuilt that you can do it. Love that you have used Embrilliance. Yeah, I need to keep cycling around. I won't do Hatch, and I probably won't do any demos on E4 because it's really acting like a brat. So, but Embrilliance and PEP are my two favorites. I have the software for everything. For production, I use E4 because that's what it's made for, and it has lots of fancy stuff on it. For playing and for using it on different computers, Embrilliance never lets me down. So I will tell you, I use Embrilliance every day, if only to send a design to my Luminaire, because everything else fails and you can't plug in the Luminaire. It has to be over Wi-Fi, and it always does it. PEDesign doesn't always. It can't find the machine and this, that, and the other thing. And I'll do anything other than put the design on a USB. Embrilliance never fails me for that, for sure. So, yeah, there you go. So I do use it every day. PEP, I could play in PEP all day. And I often have played in PEP all day. They have so many different motifs and a whole bunch of things. Like, it's just so much fun. And of course, we're not even going to talk about the my lace maker, which is my favorite thing in the entire world. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, okay, make some patches. Least of all, when I put this up, I'll put a link in the group. Stitch out a patch and check out the Merrowly edge, and it'll be a cute Christmas patch anyways. I'll finish it tomorrow. I am going... Oh, I'm a complete newbie using Embrilliance. You can do it, Jill. You can do it for sure. It's very logical and easy to figure out, and it's all right there. Just hover over, the different keys up here, and it tells you what it is. I sometimes forget, so I do that too. You'll be able to do it. Now I have all of it, so if you don't see what I have here, I have Stitch Artist 1, 2, 3, and all of them. I have the Premiere Plus 2 software. I have no idea. I don't have that, Debbie. If I did, I would do videos on it. I can't afford any more software. The updates are killing me. Except for PEP, you don't pay for the updates on it. Wilcom E4.5, of course, the upgrades are very painful. They're usually about $2,000, and we have 2. So, yeah, it takes a chunk out of life there. And yes, Judy Quilt said, post pictures. So, stitch out your simple Christmas tree patch and post a picture of it and tell me how you like the edging. It's awesome. It's Husqvarna Viking software. Oh, that's why, because I only have a Brother machine, so that's why. So, thanks everyone for watching. When the video's done, throw out some new ideas like this of what you guys want to learn, or if you want to learn more about patches. Like I said, I've been making them as a business for 20 years, so anything goes. I can come up with anything. So, if you guys want to learn more, that's fine. It's a big business. It's just not my big business anymore because everyone can do it. Donna says hello from Oshawa. You're not all that far. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys will stitch out this Christmas tree. If you don't have Merrowly, use the link in the description and run over and get it for your Embrilliance. It's brilliant, and it's a whole lot of fun. And if you want to check it out, I'll finish this and make it, a little bit cuter than this. And you guys can stitch this out and post a picture of it. So I'll see you guys on Saturday for the big dime reveal. Thanks, everyone. Bye.